everybody, welcome back to the 6th annual Midsummer Meltdown, sponsored by Dynamic Discs. Andy here with Soblue Productions, again, here with Brad Mizraini. It's been a blast with the first round. And gonna pass it off to Brad, get caught up on round 2.
Oh yeah, we got a great card this round. Our feature card actually had 3 of the people in the lead card now. We're just adding in Sam Lee, subbing out for Michael Gibney, who's actually still tied for 4th, still doing a really good job. You see the rest of the open field here. But yeah, so it was a really exciting first round. As you can see, it was really wet conditions. First round, we mentioned that the actual first round got canceled because of torrential downpours and storming the day the first round was supposed to occur. It's supposed to be a 3-round event. It's now just 2 rounds. And by this point, this day was supposed to be third day. It's actually dried up a little bit, so we're expecting to see a little bit more scoring opportunities here.
Yeah, absolutely. And you saw hole 1 in the first round if you watched that coverage, and definitely suits a forehand unless you've got a really good turnover. But Matteo going with forehand again. And just not quite getting through. It's kind of similar position as before in round 1, but further out into that fairway. And here's Sam, lefty, Prodigy Discs. Always fun to watch a good lefty play, as you know, since I am lefty.
Definitely interesting. It's different. I actually like to see either a predominantly forehand player or a left-handed player play on every card. Just get you a different perspective on every hole.
Yeah, it does.
And now maybe you can give us a little bit more insight to what he's thinking on every shot, which is nice.
So I can finally give some insight.
Finally, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, nothing else you ever say is very insightful.
So Scott, did he go turnover? Yeah, he did. Same disc. Round 1.
And I think he went behind those trees first round.
Man, that was looking nice.
That was actually looking really good. So just to mention how the second round seems to be playing a little bit easier. First round, hole 1, was the second hardest hole, played .22 over par. This round is actually only the 5th hardest hole, and it's playing .12 under par.
Pretty big swing.
So yeah, definitely a big difference. There was a double bogey and a few bogeys yesterday. Today, only 2 bogeys the entire open field. So playing a bunch easier and a lot more birdies as well. Doesn't look like we gonna see one here unless we get a nice throw in, but
yeah. And
that shows you how tough the hole's playing, though. I mean, it's playing a lot easier this day than the first day, but still only like 2, 3, 4 birdies, something like that, out of an open field, and the lead card doesn't look like they're going to one up.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, Cam just doesn't really have a look where he's at, and I guess Sam would be closest, and he was, off in the edge of the woods over there too.
Ooh, Cam's going to be struggling for even the par. I don't know who bogeyed this hole, but there were 2 on the day, and we might be looking at one.
Good run look.
Good look.
Yeah, Cam is outside by 6-7 feet, so not a gimme par by any means.
Yep, one of the 2 bogeys on the day.
That's unfortunate. Not the way he wanted to start off the second round, for sure.
Well, luckily, he had the lead going into this round, so he had a little bit of cushion.
Cam?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Matteo had the lead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so he needed,
So he's losing his stroke.
Yeah, needed all he could get. Good putt there for Sam's par. Yeah, back to Cam. Just the way Matt's playing, he's on it, so.
He's a great woods player. His style, he throws kind of unorthodox, but his style, his way he throws sets up for wooded courses. It's very accurate, very, he can hit all the angles, backhand, forehands, knows how to land it soft.
So what do we have?
Well, at 9 o'clock, I'm going to spill punch on the living room carpet. And at 12 o'clock, I'm going to ding up the wooden floors by riding my scooter.
Wait, that's no good. I need help spilling paint on the living room carpet at 12.
That's fine. I can push it back to 3. Luna, what are you doing to the floor today?
Need carpet, hardwood, or even waterproof flooring? Bama Flooring in Robertsdale has over 300 selections to choose from.
Big enough to give you a deal?
Small enough to know your name.
You know, since 2009, this area of the country has been hit with several storms. The first day we moved in 2009, we had a leak in the roof. And as a first-time home buyer, sometimes you don't have that available finances and cash, and we've saved and we've saved, and we've dealt with a lot of different companies over the years, and we've been in the house for quite some time. You know, we moved in the neighborhood in 2009. We knew there was some wear and tear on the house, and oh man, Thomas was able to help fix our problem because Jared and his team did an amazing job in communication and getting information back to us, even picking up where one roofing company had left off. They took right over. From the day they contacted us, a new quote, to the crew getting out here, man, it was less than like a week. The entire process was done. Worked around a storm, from dealing with hurricane damage and everything, and said, hey, we see another storm coming in. Can we move you guys up in 5 days and have you done by the weekend? We're like, yes. Man, I'm telling you, it's been a godsend working with the company and getting this roof on the house, and man, there's this big time check off the list that we've gotten.
Out of the 5 birdies on hole 1, there was Avery Van Brussel and Chase Van Berkelio.
Yeah,
were 2 of them.
That's rare.
So 2 people with the Van middle there. But takes in hole 2 there, Andy.
Yeah, so it's 515 feet, par 4. Saw this in round 1. The landing zone where we're approaching here on the drone will be a little less wet on today's coverage.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, but then this upshot, we saw a couple ways to approach getting to this basket. The lower skip shot seemed to be the most successful, but Matteo almost put one pretty close with the high and tight route, so he'll be first to lead us on this hole. Seems to be a smooth release.
Looks great.
Oh yeah. And last round he was maybe a little too far, pinched it off a little bit. I couldn't quite tell if he was a little shorter than that.
I think he got a little bit further left this time. He made the correction. Keeping it low, a little bit more hyzered. And the lefty forehand is a great play here. I think actually is an advantage to throw lefty forehand because you usually throw a more overstable disc and get that extra skip
Yeah.
to the left, which makes the approach a little bit easier.
And Sam, very powerful forehand. It's fun to watch.
Scott looked like he came in a little early, but missed everything.
Yeah.
Even those little tiny
Just
guardian trees, yeah.
all the way clean.
Smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bad kick there. I mean, he hit the one tree right in the middle of the fairway. And those are sometimes really frustrating, and I get why people don't like them, but at the same time, it makes it a tougher golf hole. It makes you plan out your shot further down the fairway. I think it separates those really great players be able to miss something 340 feet down the fairway.
Yeah. Speaking of
Those who just
difficulty,
aim for it. Oh my goodness, he didn't. He did.
so he's
Circle's edge.
probably just outside the circle, but that turnover shot from that position's unreal.
I mean, the ability, we've talked about it before, but the ability to throw a sky anhyzer like that and hold the angle while not dumping it over too much, it takes practice and takes skill.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's a lefty hole.
That was definitely a lefty shot.
It sets up good for a lefty. If you have a forehand, it sets up really well. And he does have maybe a different look, or maybe he just didn't like how he threw it yesterday, because yesterday he went with a high turnover shot, but this is dumb.
What a roll.
That is, yeah. I mean, he threw a great shot, don't get me wrong. But that also rolled an extra 25 feet.
Yeah, that's definitely a first down there. Matteo, first down. Nothing.
Nothing. I mean, you got an Auburn man over here trying to talk about this Alabama boy, and I can't. It was a good shot, though.
Bit unfortunate landing there. What's the difference of being in and out, pretty much?
There's a difference of 15, 20 feet. Which obviously makes a big difference. I mean, he must have a half an inch.
Yeah. I'm not sure from where he threw if he could see, how that disc reacted on the ground. So he may not have even realized that.
Please get this. I did not expect him to do that twice in a row.
Yeah.
That's 2 holes in a row, putting from 35-ish feet, and both times coming up just low, dead center. And from a professional that's 1,020 rated, whatever he is, you expect him to make the adjustment. And hopefully that's the last time he does that this round.
Yeah, those are ones you just expect him to make. So he's frustrated with it. Especially when you're playing from behind. But you've got to be making those. Get yourself near the circle and put them in. I mean, he's got
there you see it. He's just lost another stroke. I mean, he's 6 back right now. I mean, he has all the skills in the world to get back in there, but catching up to 3 solid players is going to be really tough.
Yeah, and those 3 seem to be just making that separation.
Never know with the wooded courses, though.
Yeah, and going into hole number 3, first par 5 of the course, 731 feet, as we saw in round 1. Similar to hole 2, you got to land in kind of the specific spot where you can see the grass coming in. You would like to be further left to see the basket. Right around this corner is where the basket rests, and it's going to be that elevated basket. So interesting little green. And once again, just control the landing. Maybe don't skip too much.
And this is going to be the opposite of what we talked about, though. Most holes played easier. This course in general played easier on the day. This was the easiest hole, round 1, at over a half stroke under par. Today it's only the 5th easiest hole at .36 under par. I don't know what happened, but 1 bogey, 1 double bogey, and 1 eagle in the second round.
Maybe a little foreshadowing, maybe none of the above.
Well, there were less eagles today than the first round.
Yeah.
But yeah, it still played harder. I mean, yeah.
Some of the drives that Scott has put in play have just been flawless. And that just ends up at the base of the tree. Like, what can you do?
And that's right next to it.
Yeah.
And that's where being able to control drivers, what they call them, comes in handy. Not throwing those really overstable discs and get those extra flares, but sometimes those overstable discs are easier to control, and that is freaking ripped. Speaking of eagles,
yeah,
that's going to be your best look.
That is an eagle look, absolutely. What a great shot.
Yep, he's right. Just too low.
Yeah, just
not enough for him to work. He got all of it. As long as he misses it. Oh, like I said, as long as he misses everything, it's just it looks like an old tree that got dug up or got blown out by a storm, and just miss that or just get over that. I think that's going to be another eagle look. It's a little skied, I think, but
yeah,
got to keep it low, especially these wooded courses. You're gonna bail out if you keep throwing them high.
Oh well, when he let that go, I thought it was like running the basket. So much shorter.
Maybe he was looking for, like I say, 6 strokes back. He's looking for every stroke he can get. And Cam's not one to play for position. He plays for the win.
Yeah. Good shot there.
Very touchy. Sometimes it's hard to take a full reach back and throw it 50%, but he did a great job there, dialing it back. Gets home.
Good look. That's a tough putt.
I continue to be impressed with his putting.
Yes.
He started off super rocky first round, but ever since the first 5 or so holes, he's been dialing it. Get some eagles. Boom.
Let's go.
The Matty Woo. Woo! all the time. If it's not an RT, it's a Woo.
Oh no.
3 holes in a row. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's not much to say.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. Some days you're just missing it. You gotta correct. I fully expect that Cam's either gonna make the next one from that distance or throw it over the basket. He's not gonna miss low. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, that's true. Those basket hits just
Eat at you.
yeah. So hole number 4 brought to you by Bryant Bags. Made in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Handmade, custom bags, clay filled. Just a great all-around bag for the course, keeping your hands dry.
Great quality, and they'll do whatever design you want to. I mean, they're Alabama fans. They did me an Auburn one.
Yeah, that says everything.
Whatever you want. Yep.
But yeah, Todd, Wendy, Bryant, they're great people. Just like this hole, good hole here. Hole 4 is a par 3. Plays longer than it shows. Just it's that slow incline. And you'll see Matteo take this backhand approach.
Oh yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Strong. Wow. Well, he got a little bit extra.
The
Got some
amount
work
of
to do,
ground
but
play.
for a 400+ foot hole, I mean, to have circles edge putt, I mean, you're still looking good. It actually played pretty easy today. Only 2 bogeys on the day. Almost half the field birdied it, but still, I mean, I'm actually surprised by those numbers. That's pretty high.
Yeah.
Number of birdies. Not surprised that it played so low. I feel like it's an easy par. Excuse me. Unless you're just getting in really bad trouble, but I mean, even that's not in a great spot, but should be an easy up and down. Good line, maybe a little high. Just a little far.
Yeah. I think he'll take that though.
Oh yeah.
And there's your putt that you're waiting on.
As long as those weeds aren't in his way, I mean, he's got that. I'd bet $50 right now. He's not going to miss that low if no weeds are in his way. You can't bet. You just watch this.
Yeah, I wasn't betting. I like the bet though. I mean, I'd be right there with you on how I feel about it. Pretty good run there. At first, I just figured he was laying it up. He definitely gave it a look.
I thought if he was going to go for it, he'd go for the Anheuser route. That was a strong look.
Mm-hmm. He's kind of got that Kevin Jones.
Low squatty.
Yeah.
Oh! Good touchy forehand. Yeah, he does. He kind of squats down low with that with the straddle putt and gets really into it. Boom. I mean, no legs into that one either.
No, money.
Straddle, I mean, he almost didn't care, just threw it in.
Clear view of the PA3 sitting in the basket. Yeah.
Boom.
He don't want to get dick butted.
He knew it.
That's
He's
what we
got gold
call.
in his eyes.
That is what we call in the zone.
He's watching the Olympics. He knows gold's where it's at. And he's looking for it.
Yep, so good save there. Wait, no, it wasn't a save, was it? You had that out that just popped out of the wood.
It was a
Yeah.
save. Oh, no, it was a bogey. Sorry.
Unfortunate. Man, now that's a 5-stroke lead for Matteo.
He's not slowing down.
No, he's not.
That's true. If he keeps hitting his lines, he's going to be uncatchable, that's for sure, because he's not missing a putt.
Yeah. So hole 5, par 3, 240 feet. Big left to right sweeping hyzer. So we know the shot. I think early we saw in round 1 was kind of the miss that you didn't want to go to because you would hit those trees. But we did see they planned almost to be long. So
They did. They tried to go over. I mean, I said before they threw that And I still believe this, that the play is to go short of the creek. And he tried to go over and it looks like it's out of bounds.
Yeah.
Right in the creek. And that's why I play short, because
Just to
if
miss
you're playing
that.
for short, you have maybe a 30-foot putt over the creek, no danger. If you go for over, maybe you throw it in the basket. I don't know. But hey, even if that's the case, you could roll backwards into the creek.
It almost did.
I get a tree.
Yeah, and there's the ace trace for it.
And almost the ace pot for it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Man.
But yeah, definitely wide. I mean, if you're gonna go for it, you've got to go wide. Like that's
For
the
sure.
only.
It's the only route that gives you height to get over that.
Yeah, and
And-
I think that's the same tree Matty O hit. there.
See? Now I feel like I have retribution. I feel like going short is the play. Definitely a good lefty shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the same as Cam. Oh! What? Yeah, that wasn't bad. That was okay. Wow, what a shot. That looked exactly the same as Cam's shot. Like I was about to say. Just a tad higher. That's literally what I was about to say. So just a touch higher.
Yeah, definitely a lefty shot, right?
Wow. Oh, look at that pop. Oh, that's so sick. I love the little pop-up that happens. Oh, let's watch it again. Yeah. Ooh. And so easily could have spit out, too. I mean, he throws that 0.5% harder. It's not sticking.
Yeah.
0.5% easier. It's not sticking. That was perfect. Do you know what that was, actually?
That was the A3, I believe. Yeah.
He's trying to show it, but the brightness was
750 A3.
758.3. Wow. 240?
Beautiful shot, man.
Yeah, perfect. A3 throwing it on that much hyzer. That takes some pop. Yeah, wow.
Oh.
And could go out of bounds again. Oof.
So that will be Matty's putt for 4. So that's a 3-stroke swing. Assuming he obviously makes the...
Yeah, he will definitely make that.
Mm.
Another one. Well. Oh. He punched his disc in frustration, dropped it, and I think it was about to roll into the creek, and the coverage cut off. So, I mean, nothing none of us have done before. I haven't done before. It's natural. It slipped out of his hand, but...
That's funny. Man,
Wow.
not often you see a 1, but it is it's fun to see.
1 and 2 4s on lead card. Like, if you're going to ace the hole, you feel like everyone else is going to at least par it.
Yeah, just as we just mentioned, Matty O took the 5-stroke lead. Now it's down to 2.
Crazy.
So going into hole 6, par 3, and it is a ball game. 262 feet. Obviously the trees there, we saw it in round 1. There's a couple different routes you could take, but you got to kind of sneak past the couple that are in the middle, and then try to land somewhere near this mound.
I really like this hole.
Yeah, it's a good one. Good distance.
Good shot shape. I mean, it's not too far, but it has enough trees in the way to make it difficult, but then it ends on an elevated basket on the peak of a hill, too, which makes it so much more difficult than something like going straight uphill because you have a backstop. This way, if you miss it, no matter where you land, you're in danger of rolling or skying past it. I love ones that are on the peak like that. It makes you really concentrate and make the putt. You can't even lay that up. If you're trying to lay that up, it can kick and roll.
Yeah.
Juggles continue.
Yeah, and that kick to the left is probably not going to be very forgiving.
That's going to actually be a tough par save. So smooth again. Smooth, but I mean, just over-rotated a little bit. But lucky, a little tree kick, and he's going to have a, about 35, 40-footer.
Yeah, he was closer than from the tee box it looked like he was going to be, for sure.
Too high. Well, but luckily, it's still really wet right there.
Yeah.
It was bailing out pretty hard. I mean, if that's dry, it's skipping out of the way, but...
somehow Cam finds this.
Finds what? I don't even see him.
Wide open little cutout in the woods.
Jeez.
Easy little pitch for his par save.
And here's where you saw Cam take casual relief yesterday, I believe, and Matteo not taking the same liberties. And almost ringed it up, and that's exactly what I was talking about. No matter where you're putting from, you could easily take a roll, and he's still up.
Yep.
Worst 3 words in disc golf. You're still up. There you go.
Good putt.
Still frustrated.
Snatch it out of the water.
Yeah, he's still frustrated that he missed the first one, but at least he saved the par. Not going to lose much.
Yeah, I think, maybe it's some of that frustration. You just lost 3 strokes on the last hole and you
Probably
missed your
gonna
birdie
lose another
putt.
one here.
Yeah.
I mean, being a 5-stroke lead and then could very easily be a 1-stroke lead after 2 holes.
That's wild.
Insane. You're cruising. Bang.
Perfect.
That's once again what I love about these wooded courses with all these trees and the brush on the side. Like they're fair holes, but if you miss by a little bit, you get punished without OB.
Yeah.
It's what they call natural OB. You're punished just by being off the fairway. Something you don't get with a lot of park golf.
Right.
You have to be inventive, like Cam, being very inventive on his second shot. I believe this is for the par, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty easy par save there.
Impressive.
There you go. Yeah, 1-stroke lead now. Some fireworks.
It's going to be a fun finish. I mean, we still have 12 holes to go, so.
Yeah, plenty of golf left, obviously. But as it stands, definitely a close race. Going into hole 7, 327 feet, par 3. We mentioned here some of these trees used to make this hole a little bit more difficult. But now the middle is pretty open, so most players are going to take that straight to slow fading forehand, finish down to the right. Sam obviously probably taking an easy backhand, so I would expect to see something close here again for him.
Oh yeah, flipped up great. Ooh.
Is it a little tree love?
Oh, that's
Either way, I mean, I think
that's
it's
not
gonna
a little tree love. That's a lot of tree love.
It was definitely fading that way.
It was heading that direction, but I mean, who can argue with the
No,
results?
yeah, take it every time.
Scott with a smooth flip up forehand. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That was effortless.
I mean, silky. I don't know what that was bad. Nice flip up to it, but then also had some good fade to it. That one's definitely a little bit more overstable, I'd say, but sticks. Sixth landing.
Yeah, 3 really good tee shots.
4 for 4 on the forehand. Well, 3 for 3 on the forehand and the lefty backhand.
Yeah, and here's
Definitely
where
route.
Matt kind of just burned it into the ground. Round 1.
Oh yeah, threw it like 100 feet. Not this time. That looks awesome. Definitely a more reciprocal disc again. Catching a little bit of the tree, but I mean, what, 20, 25 feet maybe?
Yeah, definitely a putt he expects to drop in. But clearly some pressure that he didn't have 2 holes ago.
Yeah, from 5 to 1. Oh, further than I thought. He jumped that.
Yeah,
Outside the
geez.
circle. Okay. I didn't see the painted lines, but that must have been 35 or so then. Huge putt.
Yeah, very big putt.
And Matty, you can see, usually the more casual, relaxed player getting very pumped up for that shot, that putt. He knows how big it was.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Looking at our first star frame here, I think.
Yeah.
2 putts to go within 15 feet.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those that they want to star frame. It's nice and open. Hit your line. You can even miss your line just a hair and still get there.
So it's actually tied for the second easiest hole on the day. .44 strokes under par. The only hole where no one bogeyed it.
Wow.
Par better for the entire field.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the players.
All the open field. Nice job.
Yeah. Moving on to hole 8, 449 feet, par 4. We saw in round 1, big tee shot opportunity to get your eagle if you can get over the creek and through the trees, which you'll see here in a second. There's a gap to your left. Yeah, there it is. I guess if you sneak in early, that's the best look at it. Otherwise, you're kind of just having to sneak through these trees. But either way, it's definitely an eagleable position.
And I would love to see how Sam plays this hole. I don't know if you have time to say what you would do, but...
Well, I don't have the forehand.
That's fair. If you have a power forehand, I guess that's the way to go.
Like this.
Wow. Okay, yeah.
And he's still, he's still a little ways out. That's a big jump putt.
That was obviously a really overstable disc, and he still threw it, what, 350 at least?
Yeah, that was humming.
Very overstable. Something Firebird, or I guess that's Prodigy, so, like F2 or D1-esque. H1 maybe.
Ooh, Scott fortunate to kick across.
And I know Cam is going for the eagle here. He is back, and he has got to claw.
Yeah.
Got to make up some kind of ground. Expect full rip.
Mm-hmm.
As long as he misses everything, that is in eagle country. Ooh, too strong,
Yeah,
actually.
just kind of hung it out.
I think he needed just a little bit more stability on that, and it would have been beautiful.
Oh, no.
Luckily for him, it's for the most part, it's, well, I was going to say, about everywhere you are, it should be a decent up and down, but this is a tricky spot.
Tiger Woods, come on.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Great out.
Wow.
FX2 action.
That was pretty better.
He knew how good it was.
Yeah.
He just knows it.
And
Yeah.
the classic Watson forehand.
That was after hitting a tree on the drive, too. Easy peasy.
Big jumper here for Sam.
Do it.
The crowd would go wild again.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Tough long putt. This hole actually tied the previous hole. Exact same average under par, .44. Only 2 bogeys on the day. I think half the field birdied it even. So it comes in at a fairly easy hole. Once again tied for second easiest hole in the day. As you can see, there is a par, I think, in here, but I think after 2 subpar drives, 1 good drive, 3 subpar drives and 1 good one, still gonna have 3 birdies.
Yeah. And that's actually a testament to how good Matt's shot was from the woods over there.
Oh yeah.
Be able to get that par.
And now, she tied up.
Wow.
And Scott's actually not that far back. I
No.
mean, 3 strokes back with 10 holes to go. And coming into hole 9, which is
Had to have been the hardest hole again today.
it is, by far, actually. Averages .44 over par. The next hardest is only .16. So
Jeez.
Scott can make up some ground here, or Maddie or Sam can pick up some extra strokes on the other person.
Yeah. Yeah, and as you can see in the flyover here, I mean, a little zigzag action in the fairway. Both left and right, you got to deal with the trees. Definitely your landing spots. I feel like if you can get there, especially late in a tournament like this, you're feeling good about yourself, and that just adds to your confidence to be able to pull the shot off. So definitely looking to see some real focus here towards the end of this 9.
Yeah, and as I was saying, it plays very difficult. I believe it's the only hole, the only triple bogey of the day happened on this hole. So 1 triple bogey, 1 double bogey, a handful of bogeys, and I think only 3 birdies on the day. So it could be a lot of separation happening.
Ooh, coming in.
A great anti-roll.
Yeah, and possibly looks like it might be a really decent gap there.
Kind of, yeah. He tried to place it a little bit too much, I think. He didn't really follow through, just kind of gingerly threw it instead of like Cam ripping it there a little bit more. Yeah. Cam in a much better position, obviously. Following through. Even when you ease back, it's a good lesson. I mean, you watch someone like Cam, Maddie throw this. I mean, everyone watched James Conrad throw. Even when they ease up on their throws, they follow through really good. And you saw Scott there just didn't quite follow through, trying to throw it easy and threw his whole motion out of whack. So make sure you commit to your shot, even if it's a half shot. That was so much better.
Yeah, that was a really good shot there. Should line him up. I think he might be a little far left.
A little left,
for a real clean 3rd shot, but that's...
He has such good snap with his forehand, it just didn't want to come out of it. It was a really good shot, but definitely fully committed there and had the potential to be amazing. Speaking of potential to be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually fine.
Yeah, great shot.
Doesn't hit that stump. It's rolling into the woods.
There you can see from his perspective.
Yeah.
Well executed. That's tough.
Tight in the woods. You gotta get that roller to turn over so fast and hit the right angle. But yeah, those rollers in the woods, they're very technically difficult. You have to have the right disc in your bag for them. It's definitely something you have to practice a whole lot.
Oh no.
You know what I was saying? Yeah. Yeah.
Not good timing. Just kind of got all that momentum. You don't want to just throw it away.
It's a tough hole, and sometimes you just have a bad hole. A lot of times for us amateurs, it's you have a bad round. You can't come back from it, but I mean, even pros have holes where it's just you just can't get it right. You press too much. You sometimes have to relax and just make the shot you know how to make. Like that. That was a blitz.
Yes, it was.
I don't see it, but it looks like it's within circle 2, so
Yeah.
that was...
Must be in the weeds right there, kind of right to the left of the basket. Good shot. Wow.
Great shot, yeah. As someone is cheering him on. Okay.
Yeah, so Maddie looking super high left.
I don't see it, but apparently he does. Yeah. Silly. So many of those shots that we've had from him that have been like, is that going to be good? Is that going to be good? Yeah, that's good. I don't know why we even question it anymore.
Don't doubt.
Yeah. If he's throwing, it's going to be good. Go. Go. Another one where I don't think he fully committed.
Yeah, that one I can understand a little bit, throwing it from the knee still, coming up short or a little low. But yeah, here's Sam. Look, definitely outside the circle. Really needed that.
Yeah, as well as Maddie played this hole.
Yeah, he'll be giving a couple back, right?
At least one. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he was reaching for the knee. That was a good putt. Strong side, just a
Too
hair.
strong.
Yeah.
There it is. He's adjusted, just like Scott first round. I mean, he's dialed it in. You expect that once again from a pro like Cam. This would be huge right here. Boom. No doubt. He knew it out of his hand.
Yeah, dead center.
I think
Sweet
he's
spot.
feeling it. It's that clutch gene. He's got it too.
Yeah, he's in cruise mode, even after a couple hiccups.
I mean, he was way ahead. Sam worked all the way back to one back, then was tied. And Matt said, you know what? I'm just going to keep playing my game.
Yeah, so 2-stroke swing. Sam, right there. I mean, great front 9 for him still. Obviously the ace. That's incredible.
Always a great feeling.
Scott and Cam, you know, Cam feels like he's just kind of out of it, but he's only 5 strokes back.
Yeah, I mean, he's that good where, I mean, those a few off shots, but throws that many great shots.
Right.
He can make a comeback, but you're going to have to see Matteo slip up somewhere.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's him and Sam.
Yeah. Well, as always, appreciate it, and stay tuned for the back 9.
Peace in.